Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope everyone's having a great time. In today's video, I'll be painting some heads. These heads are the extensions of the 100 head challenge, but different. If you didn't see my gouache head studies before, in this video I explain why I do what I do in these studies. You can check that video as well. But I just said briefly here that these sessions follow different purposes. I do this because I need a change here and there while studying heads. And I also target another aspect of head studies, which is form and depth. And honestly, I just do them sometimes because it's fun. It's quick, messy, low-brainer, which just adds to the fun. And also, you just doing stuff, you're making progress, filling in a page in the sketchbook, using paint that you didn't use in a while. I also appreciate it a lot. So yeah, I recommend you to try this as well. It's just so fun. What matters in the process is picking a good reference. It does happen to get harder and harder every day, but it's possible, making sure it's not AI slop and it has some good shadows in it. And that's it. In these heads, I don't aim for likeness at all and just go for the correct anatomy. If you notice, I also do most of the painting in one brush because that's all you need to show the form really. If you like, you can use a tiny brush for the details at the end. I did not use it for the first portrait and it ruined the piece a bit. You see what I mean at the end of this. And for the looks of it, I genuinely enjoy the messy, blocky look. But you can also do cleaner if you like, or even blend the edges if you like, and you know what I mean. Really, with art, you should do as you please. Here is what I mean by ruining the piece. I did a mess and I really didn't look the same even when I fixed it. I think I shortened it a bit and the pupil is bigger and oh well, it's just a sketch. I also need to mention the sketching parts and how I sketch heads. I also did a video on this. Here I put it up on the screen or the link in the description. I do the Loomis method, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm not very strict with it, but it works. Check this video and I think it's very helpful if you like to see how I do heads. It is just so fast now that I've been doing it for a long time and I like the look it gives me. I can get the likeness I want if I want to, and I can change the proportions if I want to. So for the second one, I use different color paint as the first one, and I think it looks better in camera than the first one. Oh, and I need to say that I use the green and blue gradients just because these are the colors I like to use up and I have them in my drawer. There is no specific reason. I do like the blue color so much though. I also like the fact that by just putting the first value, or in my case the darkest value, the piece just comes to life. And I would like to leave it that way at some point because it already makes sense and kind of works. It could be an artistic choice and I like to use that in some other projects maybe. So if you are short in time or you want to do so many value studies or form studies at a time and lot quantities, you can of course just use one values and that really can make your piece or your study complete. And I think with using a bigger brush, that also gets easier to convey the overall gesture and suggest the form. And it could get more abstract or more realistic based on how you choose to put down the colors or what brush you want to use. And that's what I really like about this study and exercise, because it's just so versatile and great. And I think what matters with the studies is that it doesn't bore you, which so many studies do really. In my case, I also struggle sometimes to go grab my sketchbook and do studies because it's just the same over and over again. And really, I think that's why I started studying heads this way. In my 100 head challenge, every maybe 10-15 heads in a row, I switch to do a couple of them in gouache, and that's really helpful with not burning out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this creative session and maybe got a thing or two from to also make you create. I really appreciate your presence. Make sure to leave a like or comment and subscribe if you also enjoy being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!